Ooh, do you feel that?
Oh.
Do you feel the past? Do you feel the year 2000?
I was feeling 1999 specifically, but 2000, yeah, I think I kind of feel a little bit of that.
Oh, man, that feels good. Oh! It's breaking through. Who could this be?
Oh, all over the...
oh, man!
You get out of here!
Now
Go on, get! Scram!
I'd like to think this was before they were absolute shit. And we have a special guest. Boom!
Go on, get... Oh, no, wait.
Neversoft is here. Haven't seen this in a friggin' age.
It's like I feel like I want to tell them to get out now before it's too late, but that would screw the timelines up.
Escape!
I can't.
So I'm gonna take you back.
Take me back.
Before every single Spider-Man film that we've had, we only had cartoons. So let's make a game based off those.
Then the comics and a few games.
If you know the lyrics, sing them. We got a special remix here. Any size catches thieves just like flies. Look out!
Look out! Whoa!
Here comes the Spider-Man!
Ah, get him! Ah!
And then the remix takes over. So this comes from a labor of love from all the guys at Neversoft. They said, we got the Spider-Man license, let's make it fun. Let's make a fun platformer where you get to feel like Spider-Man. And this game was the catalyst for my love of the character, of the hero, the films, everything Spider-Man related. This game, which I played over and over again, because 1, I loved it, 2, it was stupid hard, my kid brain couldn't handle it. So I'm back here and as an adult to actually beat this game again.
Can your kid brain handle it now?
Kid brain probably couldn't handle it now.
What kind of kid brain did you have?
1, distracted by video games. And then I grew up and got distracted by ADHD. So this game is ungodly loud, so I'm going to turn it down just a little bit.
What?
Yeah, just like all PlayStation games. They were loud because there are no subtitles. That's the reason. And also SD TVs. I don't know if they had just really bad sound systems on there, but here's a fun little Easter egg just to start out. If you select Kid Mode, every single character has a voice line saying the words Kid Mode.
Kid Mode!
Just to show how friendly it is.
Kid Mode!
Kid Mode.
To really drive the point home that you're playing Kid Mode because you're a child, you baby.
Yeah.
Kid Mode!
So you're telling me.
Kid Mode. Kid Mode.
You couldn't even beat Kid Mode as a kid?
No, I beat it on normal.
Oh.
No, don't worry, I beat the game legitimately, I just never tried Kid Mode. Okay, so huge flex on Sony's part. This was also released on the N64. PlayStation had full motion video. N64 had comic panels. Because they couldn't render the video files.
Well, you know...
They tried. It still looked okay.
My duties to humankind will be fulfilled. Thank you.
The N64 can't render video, but it can have the models do stuff and have voice play over. That it's good at. You can do that alright.
Yeah.
That's how we got Resi 2 on there.
But this was also back on a time where they really wanted to show off their graphical capabilities, and I think this was a flex from Sony's standpoint.
Well, look at the way it moves, man.
Oh!
Whoa!
Uh-oh! Who's that? Who's that guy? Who dares?
Face a worthy foe.
Spider-Man's ripped!
Spider-Man? What's he doing? Gotta get into my costume and take out this imposter. I can't...
Who, Eddie?
This crowd.
No, Spider-Man.
Am I getting too far ahead of myself?
Come on.
Sorry.
No, but Eddie's got to get the picture.
Brock. Who the? He looked familiar.
So, me being a kid and knowing nothing about Spider-Man, this is where I got all of my starting knowledge. Oh no, Spider-Man's being a bad guy!
My camera! No!
Oh.
Danny destroyed my property! He's a hoodlum! Get him!
It's over. It's all over. I blew it again. Oh, I can hear Jameson's voice already.
Brock, you loser! If I had given a real photographer that job, I would finally have the evidence to send Spider-Man.
Glad J. Jonah Jameson, even back in the PlayStation era, took no prisoners.
I'm done with you. You won't be able to get a job taking wedding pictures in Siberia!
Yeah, he sounds a little less like J.K. Simmons, and a little more like Spacely from the Jetsons.
Pretty much.
Oh, Brock, you idiot! You let Spider-Man get away!
My favorite rendition of Venom.
Innocence falls prey to the evil of Spider-Man.
Hey, wait a minute, you're the evil one.
Venom is here. And if it's the last thing we ever do, Jameson and the insect are gonna pay.
So how does Venom work in this one? Does he, like, love Eddie like he does in the movies? Or is he like, like feasting on him and siphoning off his life force? Or how's this working?
This doesn't focus on him.
Shame.
Eddie Brock's basically gone. Venom's the control of the show.
I have eaten Eddie. He is mine now.
Yep. Before any of the films, before anything movie, we just have cartoons and comic books to go off of.
You ever fart so hard it turns white?
They have a story reason as to why there's no floor in the city. You're going to be swinging on rooftops. But first, a bank heist. Loading.
Wall Street crashes Spider-Man. I hated that series.
Newcomers alike.
Oh hey, before Stan Lee cameos, we have a Stan Lee cameo.
Once again, we find our hero Peter Parker, better known around the world as the Amazing Spider-Man, in a heap of trouble. But this is just the beginning, Spidey fans. So get ready for a true superhero action thriller, packed to the brim with thrills and chills, twists and turns, more supervillains than you can shake a web at, and of course, non-stop web-slinging, wall-crawling.
When Spider-Man 3 did that, it was a bad thing. Yeah, you gotta love Stan Lee. Just gives his all to everything.
What's going on?
I think my favorite part about this game in particular, a lot of the old voice actors from the cartoons came back to reprise their roles.
Oh, good.
That's Jennifer Hale playing Black Cat.
Well, that's not hard to get her to voice in a video game.
She hadn't voiced the cartoon in forever.
Come over here.
But she's back.
When a building is close enough, you can swing to it. Press the jump
Another
button
fun
and
thing I read
press and
about
hold the R2
Stan Lee's
button
voice
while in the
lines.
air to swing.
Every time he was in the booth, and this is straight from the devs' mouths, no joke, he kept asking, "Can I redo that line? I don't think it was good enough. It needs to be more heroic." And I think that's hilarious.
Oh man, that's lovely. That sounds like him.
It needs to be more triumphant.
I mean, it's a superhero video game. We need to make it a heroic-sounding video game narration.
Exactly. All right, so here's how this game works. No analog sticks, because this is before those were useful, apparently. You
had to get creative, I know.
Yeah, you need to aim your web, you can punch, you can kick, you can shoot web with the triangle button. But the thing is, they hadn't really got the handle of locking onto enemies yet, so you kind of have to look Spider-Man in their direction, then press the web button.
Right.
It works.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it works, kinda.
I mean, they got like an arrow over it, so they're taking some things from Ocarina of Time, right?
They're trying things, and the things are working. They're doable in this game. It's fine.
I mean, that's the one thing that Ocarina of Time did for 3D combat is the lock-on. That made devs go, that's get right,
nailed it,
cool, sure, yes.
So another thing that this game does, you got web cartridges. They are limited. Oops. No, we're good.
So truly, my first exposure of Spider-Man was the Sam Raimi movies. That's when I, became culturally aware of things around me and would watch movies and things like that. And I was like, oh, okay. Spider-Man has stuff in his veins.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it always is. So whenever I hear about web cartridges, I'm like, what?
What?
I felt like I was lied to.
Yeah, I was confused too in the theaters when I heard, no, it's just in him. There are no cartridges.
And they made fun of it in
No Way Home.
No Way
I
Home.
love that.
And I felt seen.
So this game is chock full of references to everything Spider-Man, and actually everything Marvel too. So we actually saw a billboard earlier.
Like Stan Lee, for instance.
That's the first one. But there's actually a billboard here for Carnage, Cletus Cassidy. Just because. Apparently he bought his own billboard. Neat.
I mean, there's no point in being a space villain if no one knows who you are.
I want you to listen to this line from the helicopter pilot. Just give it 1 second and see if you can actually understand what they say. It's after this line right here.
New York City Police Department, cease and desist at once. Lay down your arms and prepare.
Why do you say it like Garfield, you fat cat? Cease and desist at once.
Like, when I was a kid, all I heard was a garbled mess. I didn't even know what he said until I started doing this LP.
Because you're like a smart man now. You have an adult brain who can understand those sound waves and process them in a way that your 8-year-old brain couldn't.
Just my luck. I'll probably get blamed
I think it
for
was,
that too.
I would have been in
Is
4th
that the bank
grade.
ahead?
12?
Be careful, Spider.
I don't know.
16?
Numbers are a myth. 23!
Last week? Oh.
How'd you know when I recorded this?
Oh.
All right. We're going for all the collectibles. No guarantees that I'm going to get all of them, but I'll be showing off all the cool stuff at the end. They come in the form of comic books.
Man, looks like
Oh,
the
of course, they
Fantastic
have to be
Four aren't
comic
around
books.
right now.
And every time you find... Well, not every time, but when you find certain comic books, or if you're just walking by a particular building, sometimes Spider-Man quips. He just talked about the Fantastic Four and how he needs to wait for them to actually get there before he should start going. Marvel's everywhere in this game. I kind of love it. First crossover. Well, I shouldn't say that because comic books exist, but first one in a video game at the very least.
I bet I can
Comic
get into
book?
the bank through the top
Comic
of this
books?
building.
What are those?
Cat
Are they on
Rush,
paper?
Syndicate.
I just read everything on my phone now.
Well, you gotta think this was also before the outbreak of cell phones. Like the really semi-decent ones.
Year 2000, they were on their way.
They were on their way, yes. So if you see me accidentally do powerful moves, it's because the control scheme is, if you want to use a special web move, you need to press a direction on the D-pad, which is your only way to move, by the way, plus the web button. So sometimes I'll use special moves when I don't mean to.
How do you move the camera?
You point Spider-Man in a different direction.
Well, I hope they
You
don't
have
mind
no
if
way
I
to
make it
manually
look
move the camera yourself.
Nope, see? I just moved the camera by moving Spider-Man to a
like
different
I've got
position.
No way at all. Like, you can't hold a button
Nope.
and use...
Nope.
Oh.
I mean, you can technically aim your web, and that's a way to look around, like this. But no, there is no camera control.
That's a little rough. It's gonna take some getting used to.
I think I know why this was a limitation. This is running off the Tony Hawk engine.
You're telling me he's gonna do a 720?
I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of Tony Hawk references. And actually, that's a fun bit of trivia. The only reason Neversoft made a Spider-Man game
Don't get hurt.
is because Spider-Man was an unlockable character in a Tony Hawk game.
That must have hurt.
Well, I mean, you make a pretty good modeler for Spider-Man. It impresses the IP holders. They go, hey, how about you do a whole thing around that?
Yeah, you want to make a Spider-Man game?
No, I mean,
You want to make a Spider-Man game?
no, not really.
We'll give you full rights to the IP. And then Activision calls up and is like, yes, 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 do it, do it, do it, do it now!
rolls a dice, flips a coin, shakes an 8-ball, calls his mom.
Honey,
I'll sleep on it.
I'm gonna be home late. I need to make a Spider-Man game. Activision said so. All right,
These switches can open
we got a
security
heist,
doors.
a bank heist. They got hostages. We need to save the hostages.
I thought it was a heist.
Well, there is a heist, but they have hostages.
It's a heist. They're trying to steal shit.
I know, but they're taking hostages in order to steal shit.
It's not going to help anything. That's
They're
just
bad dudes. You need to take them out.
Yeah, they're very bad. They're not. It's all messy. It's now Spider-Man's here. And
I love the fact that the camera was focusing on the people in the background, or in the foreground, actually. We saved a hostage, and these guys came up and started beating me in the back of the head.
all right, they're safe.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you saw that. It cut back to me, and I was getting pummeled. This game has its charm, but it can get extremely difficult later. I can't wait for it.
It's got such a goofy walk cycle.
This is
here
the
I go.
stuff. This made my imagination run wild. I was having a blast playing this.
Like that's the way I run when the tea kettle is boiling. It's like, oop, gotta go over there. Oop.
Oop, 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 oop. So, some enemies can actually be beaten if you just web them up enough. They'll fall over and disappear. I believe, hostages dying counts as a game over. So just kill the guys, don't let them kill the hostages.
Yeah, Spider-Man doesn't kill anybody. I really don't think he could if he tried.
There is that infamous comic where Doc Ock takes over Spider-Man's brain and he accidentally punches Scorpion's jaw clean off. He realized that Spider-Man's been holding back the entire time.
Scorpion's a bitch anyway.
What I think is kind of cool is in No Way Home, when Andrew Garfield says, "I stopped pulling my punches," that's like the scariest thing you can hear a Spider-Man say. That's just like, oh, Jesus.
Well, it depends on which Spider-Man's saying it.
That was the amazing one.
Like if you hear Tobey Maguire say, "I stopped pulling my punches." That might have some weight to it. But like, Homecoming Tom Holland, "I stopped pulling my punches." Oh,
we got a happy
hear that?
medium.
He's taking his big boy gloves off now. Ooh.
We got a happy medium with Andrew Garfield, where it's just like, shit, we're in danger. Oh, hi! I can't believe they were able to hit me in the face.
You know, boss, I don't think I like being in these buildings with the really high ceilings.
They never think to take hostages in a place that has low-hanging ceilings.
Look, dear God, that's gotta be as big as, like...
At the very least, a drop ceiling. I mean, come on.
As tall as the building we're in right now.
There we go.
About it.
Okay, no.
Hey, what's up, man? All right, later. And then they just vanish.
Spider-Man for the PlayStation, the only game where a string shot is effective.
See, I actually had to untrain myself from playing Spider-Man 2 on PS5 because I keep wanting to, like...
I'm too spoiled, I can't do it.
Yeah, you're gonna see, like, missed inputs where I'm just like, oh, I just want to let go. Ah, damn it. Okay, I need to go over here. Then web down.
Like, this is such an old game, like, even if we were to think about the web-sling mechanics of Spider-Man 2 for the GameCube, that's still, like...
It's radically different.
Yeah. It's like, I just want to... Just swing, damn it, swing!
Yeah, you're actually going to see, because I think R1 or R2 for Spider-Man on PS5, that's your webbing, and that works perfectly. Here it's the triangle button, and if you want to swing, you press R2. It's two different buttons that is driving me nuts. I do like that, though. A homing attack, that's perfect for this game.
Just and a bomb. Have to be really careful.
There's a big gigantic floating question mark over there. And some hostages. I should probably, take.
Yeah, we should save them first.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if you had some comic book logic, how would you get rid of that bomb?
All right.
Big
we're
safe.
in enclosed space.
It's a big safe.
We can open the safe. Mm-hmm. All right. Get the money out. Get the bomb. Web that up and throw that motherfucker in there. And there you go.
Yeah, that sounds pretty comic logical. I like where your head's at.
That sounds about what I do.
Let's do that shit.
Messing with us. Start the
I didn't see there was a window on the way out. I'll be like, throw it out there,
Well, don't throw it out into open space.
If I had a power suit, I'd do the Metroid thing where I, get all the hostages and get the fuck out there. Time bomb set, escape immediately.
That sounds good.
I mean, we got the time bomb set right now, so I guess you could just...
Depending on your difficulty, you get less time the harder your difficulty is. Follow these guys out because they leave behind a comic book.
You're telling me Spider-Man's like, I'm feeling I should get this done in 2 minutes. Check it.
I think in hard mode you get like a minute and a half, so you gotta be quick.
90 seconds, I got it. Watch me.
Alright, here we go. Take the bomb over to the safe. Here we go.
Spider-Man! God damn it,
One of my favorite silly details about this is when we can't place the bomb, we can only throw the bomb. So let's go ahead and take it over to the safe, toss it in, and guess what happens to that timer? Yep, double time. All right.
Beep, 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 beep,
Oh shit! I missed. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, there we go.
Door malfunction.
No!
Close it!
And we saved everyone. All right. Next time on Spider-Man, the next comic book.